Hi everybody, welcome back to Day Trip Vintage Company. This is Julie, and today I'm sharing this really fun belly band design that I came up with back when Leanne and I first started our Little Golden Book Junk Journal series. Leanne is with Crafty Kitty Vintage. It's so cute, I thought it deserved a tutorial of its own, and I think it really lends itself well, especially this particular style, to Little Golden Book journals. It's just cute. So this belly band is made from just one of these very simple window envelopes. We all have them, we all have tons of them, and I thought it would be really cute to put one of the Richard Scarry book images behind the plastic, and that's basically how I came up with it, and then started collaging and doing strips, and one thing led to another. So let's get started. Here was the first one that I ever created, and I later came back and did an additional one. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, when I saw this little bunny, he looks like he's looking through the window. Isn't he cute? He will eventually go onto this page here, and I worked off the colors in the little bunny itself, and I added lots of yellows and greens because I thought they went well with this particular page. He kind of looks like he's looking out the window at the dragonflies. At least that was what was in my mind when I was coming up with it. So as you could see, the back of it, it is just one of those throwaway window envelopes, and I didn't want to glue it in because I wanted to show you kind of what the back looked like. So I'm going to set that aside. And so the one that we are making today is actually going to go on this page here in my other little golden book kind of working journal that I have. And I thought this would be a perfect place for a belly band. It would also kind of stabilize this sheet music, which is a little bit thinner. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. And supplies that we're working with today are super basic. Window envelope. We'll be using some cardstock to give it more heft, right? So it's not so flimsy. We will be using an image. You can find an image from a book or a magazine or a printable, whatever goes with the theme of your journal. We will be using scraps, strips of different types of paper, fabric, of different widths to give it some interest. I also added, let me pull out that other one. I also added trim, rickrack trim, because I thought it went well with my journal, as well as some buttons, which I thought were awfully cute and didn't add too much thickness to the belly band. So we'll set that one aside. And I went ahead and marked the width of my envelope. I just kind of did a rest, kind of measured, but kind of eyeballed it as well. I want the width on this side to sort of match this side here, just so we get a little bit of symmetry. And you can go ahead and cut it with scissors. I'm just going to use my paper trimmer. I just find that to be much quicker. So we're going to come in here, and hopefully I have that fairly aligned. I think we're pretty good there. And I'm going to pull my book over and see what height we want this to be. I'm going to do a little quick mark here. And I usually leave a little bit of extra room on the bottom as well as the top. I usually like a little bit of paper showing. So we're going to mark that about there. I'm going to grab my cutter here, and I've done these a few different ways. That very first one I built, I opened the envelope and I basically folded part of it in. When I went on to my second one, it was just as easy to kind of, meaning I took the envelope and I folded it and I incorporated this as just to give it some more stability, but I found it was just as easy to cut a piece of cardstock. So I'm gonna measure that. Let me see if yeah, I did a pretty good job, I think, on the width. So we'll end up cutting some of it at the top. But first, let's pull out our image. I picked this image. I thought it would look really cute with this little collage I have going on here on the other side of the page. And I just love the color. I love the little bird. I think it's awfully sweet. And let's see, we probably will have to do, I'm probably gonna have to cut some of this. So I'm just going to put it behind my envelope, my window here. And I'm gonna take my scissors and just cut that. In fact, I think I'm actually gonna cut a little bit more. I'm gonna cut a little bit more on each side. And I'm even gonna cut a little bit here. Get rid of those scraps. Let's see how we are there. I think that's pretty good. Hopefully you can see that. That's aligned pretty good. And then I'm just gonna lift up the top here and put a few beads of glue. I'm going to use art glitter glue. It's very strong and fast drying. And I'm just going to come and I know it's difficult to see, but I'm basically just putting glue right around that window. It seems a little awkward, but there isn't a super easy way to do this, and I don't want my image moving around that much. I want to keep it pretty aligned, and I think I hit most of that. I'm going to kind of pull it back here. Yeah, and I think we're pretty good. In fact, I'm not even going to try to put anything down. I think that it'll stay just fine. And then let's take our piece of cardstock here and snug it up into that bottom corner. Yeah, we may have to do some trimming, but I think what I'll do is I'm just gonna go ahead and glue all this down. I'm gonna put glue all the way in that corner and kind of hit the whole surface here. And it's super easy to come in and give a little trim there at the top and on the sides. I think we're pretty good. Yeah, that is really stuck down. So I'm gonna trim it a little bit here, get rid of a little bit of that excess. And get rid of this extra here at the top. All right. Okay, now let's get working on our collage. And I just pulled out a bunch of different strips of paper. I use cardstock, book pages. I like incorporating fabric. This is a piece of map, but I thought this would be kind of interesting. And it's actually a photograph that was on the other side of a folded map, and I like the colors on it. So I was trying to work off of the colors of the book page image here. And so what we're gonna do is just play with layering. Now, the first example that I had, I didn't cover up this section. And we don't need to do it in this one either because there isn't any business printing, but I did do it here and I like the look of that. So I think we're gonna do that on this one too. And so I cut a few strips of this cardstock that I thought was awfully cute with stars on it. I thought that was really fun and whimsical. And I think I might have had a second piece. Yep, I did. So some of these I kind of pulled out with the intention of I knew these pieces would go on the side, but we'll kind of play around with the layout with the rest of it. And we're just gonna glue those down. And the great thing about these belly bands is they're so versatile. Obviously, I picked a really bright, happy, kind of quirky image for mine, but you can tailor them to the theme of your junk journal. Super versatile. They'd be really sweet with, you know, florals, botanical images, really anything. Sky's the limit. I'll just stick that there on the other side. So basically it's like we're creating a frame in a way. And I'm just gonna trim that little bit of excess there. That one was a little bit wider. I'm just giving it a rough cut. Okay, so there we have our two side bands. And let's figure out what we are going to do on the bottom. I definitely know I want some color. Definitely want some pop of color. I think that might be cute. Oh, you know what? The other thing that I love to do too, I think these are great to collage and decoupage with the inside portion of the envelope. I think this paper has such a cool look, so maybe let's try a little bit of that. Let's see if we like that. Ooh, I like that. That's kind of cute. This actually has some lines on it. I'm gonna see if I can visually cut it, kind of try to follow those lines. There. I love that. And I love that little bit of black that kind of plays off the bird there. I feel like my fabric isn't overly straight. I think I'm just gonna maybe straighten that up just a little bit, just so we don't get too off. Yeah, I like that. And you could also use Fabri-Tac, but I have found that the art glitter glue works pretty good, so we'll just use that for ease of this tutorial. It's really cute. And then let's take a little strip of that. We're just going to glue that right over the fabric. And we'll get a few strips going, and then we'll come back in and we can kind of trim as we go. But let's get a few down here. Okay, I think that is good. And let's see, what else do we have to play with? I love using, I think I'm gonna trim this a little bit. I love using this kind of large font book page. I think is fun. Let's just kind of grab some things we have some map page, which is his favorite to use. I like the idea because we have red down here. I think I'd like to bring a bit of red up here, and we'll just kind of play around with it. Nothing is permanent. I'm just kind of randomly laying down some pieces here. What would be good color? Up here. I think I kind of like that. Let me see here. Let's kind of move this red down. Do we like that? No, I don't think I like that. I don't think I want to be so matchy with that. We may end up using this blue. What are our other options? Let me kind of see what we have. I don't think that's wide enough. Here's a thin, and then we have a bigger piece of this. I'm gonna try one thing here. Oh, I like that. I'm making a quick decision here. I like the way, no, actually that's what we're gonna use. We're gonna use the blue. I totally changed my mind. We're gonna use a strip of that blue. Let's use a strip of that blue. And I'm kind of getting rid of the rounded corners. I'm actually, as you can see, I overlapped onto the plastic. The corners were rounded, and I'm kind of squaring them off. Let's see here. Do we like that? Package of chocolate cookies, why not? And remember too, some of this paper will get covered up with trims and buttons and things like that. That's awfully cute. I think I do like that red there. We'll lay that down. That's sweet. Let's see, what do we have in the way of some other book page here? What does this side look like? Oh, I don't think we want. I think some of those words there weren't that great. Do we like that? We might like that. Oh, I have this ribbon here that I forgot about, so we definitely want to include that. Maybe we will. Let's see, we have that. What else do I have here? Oh, this, we haven't included this yet. A little bit of that. I don't think that's the right color. Sometimes it is just trial and error to see what works. Ooh, I think I might like that little bit of floral in here. It's a little bit shy, but I think it's gonna be okay. I don't think we will notice too much. What does it look like if we do that? I'm just kind of laying a few different options down. That at the top. We have some map page like that there. We also have a little bit of this book page strip I had in my stash. I don't necessarily like some of the words that are on that one. Let's see here. What else do we have? Well, that's cute. We also could layer in, ooh, I think I like that. We can also layer in another piece of this. Maybe let's make that a little bit thicker. See if I can make that fairly straight. I think that's cute. There we go. I'll do this, and then I think I'll do the floral after that. Whoops. Oops. She's hopping around there. We'll put this floral piece on. Ooh, I forgot I had that piece of the mountain. Let's see where we can make that work. We're a little shy in that corner, but I think that'll be okay. I don't think that'll be super noticeable. Where did that piece go? That piece of this. here we go. Let's see what that looks like. We still have our map. We have that floral. We have this little piece of blue here, which is kind of cute. I'm sure you're all screaming out, dude, do this, do that. I like that. We also have that ribbon. Clearly I didn't work out the this layout ahead of time. Just kind of looking to see what is pleasing. I think I like that. It's very neutral, but we will be coming in and layering buttons and things on. Do I think that's kind of our last hurrah here? The other thing we could do is drop that down. Ooh, that's kind of cute, even though it is next to the floral. Oh, that's awfully cute. Could do something like that. Yep, that's it. That is it. So we're going to do that, and this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this map off here. We make that just a tad bit more narrow. And hopefully we can fit our other things in. That. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in here and give a little trim. I think that'll help us as well, especially when we go to put the rickrack and the buttons on. Kind of get rid of those pieces there on the side. Oh, that's super cute. I'm going to trim the bottom here as well. Probably should have used fabric scissors, but these are kind of working. Oh, how cute is that? Oh my gosh, look at trimming that. Made a big difference. Okay, so I really like coming back to that. We have repeat. We have repeat of the red. We're repeating the black. We have the crisscross, and then we have kind of the check. Let's see, what was the piece we wanted to put up here? I have this little piece too. Is that what we like? I'm seeing what other options. Oh, I kind of like that. What are you all liking? I don't think this is wide enough. That is not wide enough. These are too narrow. I also have this really brightly colored. No, I think this is pretty good. I think we're good with that. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is, because this might overlap these a little bit, I'm going to glue this book page down first, and then we'll come back in and glue that ribbon down. And then we can overlap it a bit over the map and this book page. Super cute. And then actually fit pretty good. Really want to pull it too much there, but I think that worked. Got a little bit pulled, but we are good. I think I'm going to use my fabric scissors. They'll work a little bit better. Oh, isn't that cute? Look at the transformation. I was a little bit worried there for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get all these little bits and pieces out of our way here, and then we can work on our buttons, and we can work on our rickrack. It's fun when you're working on something and you're like, I don't know, and then the end result is adorable. You just have to stick with it. Stick with it sometimes. Okay, so here's our little sample. I'm gonna put my pin in my glue for just a bit. These are some rickrack trims I pulled out. If we don't like those, I have a little baggie next to me. And I have this little bag of buttons that I picked up, I think at an estate sale. And let's see here. I think for sure I definitely want a piece of rickrack at the bottom. I think it's just a question of which color. Definitely don't want to do red. And I did pull pink, even though there's not a lot of pink in here, but I don't know, that's kind of cute. These are contenders. Let's see what this yellow looks like. I don't know, I might like the pink. It's a little unconventional. Let's see, there's the green. No, I like the pink. It's totally different. Maybe it's picking up a little bit of pink here. It isn't necessarily a color that I would have put because we don't have a lot of pink here, but something about it is super fun. So we're gonna do that. And again, you can use Fabri-Tac, but finding the art glitter works pretty good. Oh, that's awfully cute. Okay, what do we want to do up here? We have this really thick, thick yellow. We have this green here, kind of like that. You guys can see well. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. And then I'm wondering if we put buttons on the map page. So now it's a question of what color buttons. Let's see what the green look like. We're bringing in the green from the picture. Ooh, that's awfully cute. Awfully cute. Let's see. Our other potential ones, we have some red in here. I don't know. I'm thinking the green is awfully cute. There's blue. No, I don't think I like the primary blue. I think the green might be it. So we can try a little bit of yellow. Let's see. We could do. I think I liked the green. Something about it. Yep, green it is. Okay, let's get those out of the way. We have that. I'm just gonna kind of turn it on its side here. I do want to use Fabri-Tac for the buttons. Actually, since I have my Fabri-Tac over here, let's see how successful we're gonna be with it. Since I pulled it out, might as well just use it for all the trim. Tack that down there. It's very gloppy. Very, very gloppy. And let's see, we have the yellow here. Oh, now it's just coming out on its own. Okay, that. I love the yellow. I love the yellow on the black and white. Yeah, I already have, I already have some, oh, that's like coming out way too fast. Let me get something that kind of wipe off the end of that. It's really, it's like doing a volcano there. I already have some other ideas of kind of taking this idea and running in a different direction, or just kind of a different look and feel. Ooh, that's so much glue there. It's like way too much. Way too much there. Wow, what is happening with my glue? And we're gonna do there. Very, very messy. Okay, we have one button and two buttons. We'll have to come back and see if we can get a little bit of that glue off there. And I'm going to kind of put them the same direction. We'll kind of make them kind of, there we go. That one was very, definitely an explosion. Look how cute that is. Okay. I'm going to trim with the fabric scissors. Actually, let's start down here. We'll get a much better, closer, sharper cut. It's a little bit wet. I probably wait for it to dry a little bit longer, but we're on a countdown here. So we're gonna speed it along a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. Kind of dry there. I'm gonna push it down a little bit. Hopefully those are stuck on enough if I turn it over. Won't fall. There we go. Is that cute or what? Oh, I love that. Look at that. See, it's just exploding there. Get this put out of the way. So cute. Let's see what it will look like on our page. I'm not going to glue it down, but we can just see it adds so much. I think it's fun. It's a cute pop of color. It's really whimsical, which I think goes with you know, if you're doing a journal that has that kind of look and feel. But certainly you could do neutrals, you could make it very romantic. Whatever your main image is here, you can just work off of that and yeah, work on your design that way. Here's our other sample. I think this turned out so cute. I'm very pleased with it. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the tutorial. I also want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I've had really a big growth in my channel since I've been back to YouTube the last couple months, and I am so appreciative and so thankful of everybody that's been watching and commenting and subscribing to my channel. And I think that's it for today. I also do a live stream every Thursday called Vintage Craft and Chat. We do junk journal tutorials, mixed media, all that kind of, any kind of paper crafting, all vintage inspired and all fun. That's every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you love to hang out, and I always put a supply list in the description of the video, and I try to get that up at least several days in advance, give you enough time to gather your supplies and craft along, or you can watch the replay and craft at your leisure. So thank you again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.